Hi, welcome to Thoughts from the Porch. I'm Paul Burrell. Click like and subscribe. Also, while you're down there, there's some links to some classes. Take some classes. They're inexpensive. They're COVID-priced classes. Um, and in the meantime, let's do the Thoughts from the Porch. This one's called Un-American. Now, the first thing I want to say to you is don't go to Indiana and don't buy any fireworks. Stop buying fireworks. Stop supporting fireworks. Here's the thing: you have men and women coming back from combat, and the irony is they fought for our freedom. They fought for our independence, and God bless them, or their higher power will bless them. They fought for our independence, but here's the thing: now they're home, and you get nothing by blowing things up. You could trigger something. It's just not cool. Here's the other thing: dogs. Dogs have no idea what's going on. Dogs are just doing their doggy best to stay cool. All of a sudden, about the middle of June, people start blowing shit up. Suddenly it's July 4th and people are still blowing shit up. And then there are a couple days to taper off. Let's just stop. Let's give the dogs a break, okay? They've had to make things to help dogs get through 4th of July. Well, that's ridiculous. Stop blowing shit up. Now, the other part of my non-American talk is I grew up with a dad who was awesome. He didn't have a lot of, he was very liberal, way more liberal than I am. And his one issue, though, was vandalism. He could not stand vandalism. So coming up, as much of a goofball kid as I was never a vandal. Now, recently, different people have begun to tear down the monuments around the country or vandalize them. Now, initially, my response was, that's not your property. What are you doing? And initially, I was really upset by that. I was like, why would you go and destroy something that's not yours? And then I saw this thing. And it said, imagine if you're Jewish and you go to Germany and you see sculptures of Hitler. And you say, oh my God, what is that? Take that down, that's offensive. And they say, well, we're Nazis, this is our legacy. That's unheard of. That is repulsive, right? But that's what black people got to face every day. That's what black people have to face every day, are sculptures of white men who oppressed them, who killed them, who raped them, who stole babies from moms. Take all that shit down. There's no need to remember them. Take all that shit down, grind it into nice gravel, and line the sidewalk to the DeSable Museum of African American Art. Now, I will caution you, got to be careful. I'm just finding this out, so I need to do a little research. You should do a little research. It seems like one of the sculptures that's targeted is the Emancipation Proclamation sculpture, which was paid for by newly freed slaves. If that's true, and again, I'm just finding this out as I'm walking out to the porch. I'll have to go back and look into it. If a sculpture is paid for by free slaves, get away from it. Get away from it. Celebrate it. But if it's a dude on a horse who owns slaves, take it down. Take it down. Think about the irony of the guys who wrote "All men are created equal" were slave owners. So don't blow shit up this year. Take down the statue of every slave owner, every plantation owner. Rename the 8 bases that are named after Confederate generals, after people who are not traitors. Let's start to level the playing field. That all may sound un-American to you, but it sounds good to me.